Alright, so we're going to do a little something different and have a poll on what I should do next. If I should stay with 12 volts for now or go 24. I would really like it for you guys to watch a whole video and to see what you think is best for me. Um, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll think about doing 24 volts sooner. Just let me know and give a thumbs up and make sure you vote on what I should do. All right. Hey, what's up, YouTube? TMZ1313 here. Today I'm just going to talk about 12 or 24 and what should I do. First of all, I'll talk about 12 because that's why I am. I really like 12 volts. Mostly because you can find a lot of things that run off 12 volts. You can find frying pans, fridges, basically everything you name it, they have it for camping and stuff. So I really like 12 volts. Basically everything I have, I got lights that run off 12 volts. Um, I got lights down here that run off 12 volts. I got amplifier that runs off 12 volts. I got a car radio that runs off 12 volts. And you can find inverters a lot more common in 12 volts than you can in 24. I really like it, but there comes a time that you need to be 24 volts or higher, maybe 48. Now, the reason why I haven't gotten to 24 volts is two reasons. One is because all my things run off 12 volts, and the second thing is money. If I want 24 volts, now I could make this a 24 volt system, but it would be really, really small. What my plan is to get four more batteries, put them side by side, and still have 12 volts. All right. Then I want to get four more batteries, have 12 volts still, and then get four more. So I want, what is that? 8, 12. I need to get 12 more batteries before I want to get to 24 volts. Just because, well, first of all, just because I want to have a big enough bank to run off 24 volts. I know my kilowatt hours are more when my batteries are hooked up in 24 volts, but I just, there's a lot of reasons why I haven't gone, and mostly it's because of money. I do plan on going to 24 volts eventually, but it's going to take me a minute, maybe a year before I get to that point. Um, Now, there are to DC buck converters to go from 24 volts to 12 volts, where I can still run all my 12 volt accessories. But I would need a pretty big buck converter to do that, which I'm sure there are ones. So that's what I'll probably do. I'll have two buses, one for 24 volts, one for 12 volts. And yeah, that's what my plan is. But for right now, I'm going to stick with 12 volts. I know it's better to have a higher voltage when you're running off an inverter. Basically because of the amps that pulls out a 12 volt system compared to a 24 volt system is a lot higher than what a 24 volt would be. And that's the main reason why you want a higher battery bank voltage, is because it's going to take less power to convert into that. So I don't know, I might be a little bit off here, but this is just in comparison. So this little inverter is a 12 volt inverter. If I want to power a 1 amp AC light, it will take 10 amps to power that 1 amp AC light. If I got a 24 volt system, I could cut that in half, and that 1 amp, I would only need to pull 5 amps from my battery bank to power that 1 amp. So it's a lot more energy efficient to have a higher battery bank. I'm sure you guys know, most of you guys know, I already have a 24 or 48 volt bank. But like I said, I like my 12 volts. mainly because there's so many things that you can run off 12 volts. I hate using inverters. To me, inverters are not energy efficient. And you're going to say, well, no, they're 99% energy efficient if you buy the good ones. Well, yeah, but let's say you get a 2000 watt inverter, all right? If you're pulling only 200 watts from that 2000 watt inverter, that is not 99% efficiency. Those those kinds of efficiency percentages are when they're just under their maximum power rating. So you gotta be pulling a good 1700 from that 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter in order to begin that kind of efficiency. If you're pulling 200 watts out at 2000, you're probably getting like 60% efficiency. A lot of people don't know that, but I've done a lot of research and I just know that that's the case. And you know, I want to be running a fridge off of my big fridge inside my house. I want to be running that off of it. Problems with fridge is that there's such a high startup watts. I mean, they're almost as 10 times as much as the running watts. My fridge inside peaks up at 1400 watts and it runs off 120 watts. So I would need a big enough inverter to run that peak, and then have, you know, then I'll be running 120 watts. So it's not very efficient. So my main goal is to get a 12 or 24 volt fridge or freezer, and that is what I'm going to be doing soon. I'd rather not have an inverter to be running stuff off of. Like I said, I just don't like them. They're not energy efficient. I'm sure I will start up a debate with one of you guys, but hey, you know, that's how I feel. I hate converting energy. You know, a lot of stuff already runs off DC, so you convert it it goes from DC to AC, then back to DC. And you're just wasting a lot of energy like that. So, like I said, I really hate using the inverters, but if I want to power stuff in my house, you know, it's really hard to find a full-size fridge that runs off 24 volts or 12 volts. Actually, it's basically impossible. You can find ones that run off regular, you know, 120 volt ACs, or you can find the camper ones, which are like 7 cubic feet, but you can't find a 14 cubic feet 12 volt system. So, well, that's my rant anyways. Like I said, I do plan on going on 24 volts eventually, but for right now, I'm going to stick with my 12. I want to get a massive battery bank before I switch to 24. Once I go to 24, I'm going to be able to power a lot of things off of it. And that's my goal. I'll begin to have another charge controller just like this. So there'll be 2 charge controllers. I'll have 12 panels. And I'll have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 batteries total. And that's when I'm going to have 24 volts. It might take a year or it might take a little bit longer. But my system will be growing. I will be getting more batteries as we go. And just watch it, guys, and watch me grow. Like this channel, subscribe. If you guys want some shout outs from my channel to your channel, let me know. You know, we could work a little something out where we both share each other's channels on our videos. That'd be awesome. There's a few guys, JWUSA, there's some guys, I forget his name, but he's always commenting. I'm sure you'll be the first one to comment on my video. But yeah, alright, I'll see you guys later. Check out all my other videos, like and subscribe. See you later.